Greetings summoners, Neutralize Noob here. Today's video is meant to clarify the message behind the word maybe. If you do not know how to interpret when a girl answers maybe, watch this video and find out what a maybe answer really means and when maybe means no or yes. Diving directly into the topic, this video is about how to correctly interpret a maybe answer, and many of the league players who are trying to interact with girl players have a problem. They don't really understand what the girls are saying, because girls are hard, if not impossible to understand, and they say maybe a lot. First of all, you should know that there are several types of questions. First category is open questions, and some examples are as follows. What champions do you main? Who is your favorite professional league player? Where will you go after the game? Why do you play like a noob? What do you like about me? Whenever you ask an open question, you determine the person with whom you're speaking to give you a sentence as an answer. So those are the best if you want to interact with people. But more about that in another video. Second category is semi-open questions, such as: how many champions do you main? What is your role? How much time do you spend playing League? These semi-open questions ask for a more restricted answer, restricted by a limited number of possible answers. Let's say, to the question, what is your main role? Someone is limited to giving you one form of one of the possible 30 answers. And there are only 30 possible answers, if my math is correct. And even though you might think your answer is unique, it actually conveys the same meaning as one of the 30 possible answers. Third category, and here we're gonna deal with that annoying and confusing maybe, is closed questions, also known as yes-no questions. These closed questions ask for a specific piece of information, and they are limited to only a few possible answers, those being yes, no, so-so, maybe, I don't know, I don't care, I don't want to speak about it. And again, if you just find an answer that outsmarts my statement by being different than the above mentioned possible answers, think again, because there are 99% chances that that answer just conveys the same meaning as those that are already here. But if you really outsmart me by finding another possible answer to a yes-no question that I haven't thought about myself, please, by all means, illuminate me like Max by typing that in the comment section below. Okay, back in business. These questions are the worst for engaging in a conversation because they won't really make room or create opportunities for further interaction. If you only use yes-no questions, you will probably end up looking like a policeman or FBI agent and making the other person feel rather interrogated than having a casual conversation. But how do these dangerous questions sound like? Let's take a look at some examples. Do you like how I'm playing ADC? Can you be my friend? Is your PC lagging? Are you fucking retarded? Well, that's mostly a rhetorical question, meaning that the person who asks doesn't really expect any answer, but I just couldn't help myself but to include it here. May I have the password of your league account? Is there a league tournament tonight? Should I call you later? Would you like to duel? I guess you got a point. So, now that you're more familiar with the topic, let's speak about how you can correctly interpret the meaning of a maybe answer. What you have to understand is that maybe clearly states that the person does not say either a convinced yes or a convinced no. It's somewhere in the middle and it means both and none at the same time. And how is that possible? Well, chances are that since it's not a definite no, it means yes, but in a slightly or hugely different circumstance than the current reality. Case in which you should think of an open question that will reveal to you under what circumstances that maybe is yes and when that maybe is no. Let's have another example. Let's say you're speaking to a girl and you're asking her if she would like to get to know you better. And she replies maybe. Don't instantly get demoralized just because it's a maybe. What that means is that she's not totally opposed to the idea of getting to know you better, and if the circumstances were different, then she would like to know you better. This also means that she's not crazy about getting to know you better at this specific moment when she answers. But how can you find out what the favorable circumstances for her to actually wanna do that are? Well, hold your tits, boy, and don't go ahead asking for a direct answer such as, how can I make you be interested in getting to know me better? Or, oh, what is the meaning of that? Or, can I make you change your mind? Or, how could I change your answer? Because these sorts of questions will definitely make her change her answer into no. Because girls can feel despair in men. And when they do, all they want to do is run in the opposite direction as fast as they can. One way to avoid a maybe answer is to stop using yes-no questions and ask those beautiful open or semi-open questions. But if you have already fallen into the trap and asked something to which you received the maybe answer, what you should do is transform your question into an open-ended question, such as, what would make you want to get to know me better? Or give me 2 reasons for which we shouldn't get to know each other better. Or give me 3 reasons for which we should get to know each other better. These last 2 are not really questions, but they ask for an answer. Or, what is your opinion about getting to know someone better? Questions like these make the person with whom you're talking to reveal things that will further help you into knowing them. On the other hand, bombarding them with yes-no questions will be of no real use. Let's take a look at another example. Him. Would you like to spend some time together? Her. Maybe. Him. Are you busy? Her. Maybe. Him. Am I asking too many questions? Her. Maybe. So basically he didn't really find out anything by pushing all those nasty yes-no questions. Here's how the situation should be approached. Him. What is your opinion about spending more time together? Her. I would really love to, but I'm kind of busy at the moment. So, what are the things that you have to do? I have to study for my exam next week, meet a couple of friends, and go to the library. Just from his first question, he learned that if she had more free time, she would have spent more time with him. He also learned some of her activities. For from here, you can continue the conversation by asking other open questions such as, what is your exam about? Or how important are your studies for you? And so on. But how can you improve the situation if you already committed the deadly sin of asking a yes no and now you're faced with that beautiful maybe? As I already said, try to rephrase it. Here is an example. Should I call you later? Maybe. How much free time do you have later? I'm not sure, I guess 1 hour or two. What things do you plan to do? If you take a look at this example, you will realize that the moment you get yourself into a yes-no question, it's quite difficult to get out, but use a semi-open question before the open one, and things will improve. Remember that open questions make people open up and use them, especially in interactions that are important to you. Good luck interacting and good luck climbing. And just to give you an open question also, what would make you smash those like and subscribe buttons? This is all for today. Thanks for watching. Neutralize Noob out.